Okay, now I'm going to walk you through how to do the COVID-19 feature in case you can't do your own. The instructions are on the website, and first thing you want to do is download these two things. These are the entire instructions. I'm not going to go over this. We already went over this, and this is available on class. But you need to read through this so you understand what it is that you're trying to do. And then this, I did a graphical outline of the order of things that you're supposed to do in your video. You need to cover all of these topics. This is all outlined in writing here. It's just graphically represented here. What you need to do is, other than the introduction, which you're going to write yourself, you need to research each one of these things. Just use Google and then write a brief summary. This is actually a video. You're going to watch it and then summarize it in a few short sentences. And then what you're going to do is, as you go to each one of these things and do the research on it, then you're going to create a script. And what we're going to do here, this is my example script, which is also available for download. And I don't want you to copy my script, but I want you to use it as a guideline of the type of things. You're going to write very similar things to this. I just don't want you to copy mine word for word. So each one of these, I type the first sentence here, and then I turn it into a list. Hitting I'm going to just expand this just for a second. Okay. So once I did this here and selected this, I went and just highlighted this first thing, and I went to the layout here, and I just told it to be I just went to home, and then I told it to be a numbered list. Okay, just 1, 2, 3, and then so every time I hit return, it creates a new number. And what we're doing here with this is that we are going to each time we make a line of dialogue here, or a point, it could be more than one line, we're going to match that up with either a video or an image that we find on the internet, and we're going to put it into Spark. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to follow this. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to, and you can do this too, I'm just going to get rid of this, because this is to tell you what to do next. I'm just going to put this over here on top of this. Okay, and then I'm going to come, this is the instructions, so I'm just going to close the instructions here, and I'm going to go to my web browser. Okay, and I'm going to log into Adobe Spark. Now log into Adobe Spark and create your account using your FIU login credentials. That should give you a Spark account that is a full account. So when you get here, you may not have all this stuff that I've already done. You're going to go to create a project, and you're also going to watch the LinkedIn Learning training that shows you how to do this. All of these things, but this that I'm showing you is very specific to what I'm doing for this particular video. But you're going to create a video, not any one of these other things, a video, and then you're going to give it a name, and you can just call it COVID-19 feature story, and hit next. Okay, and then you're going to start from scratch. You're not going to use any one of these templates. Okay, and then it's going to open just a blank project. So I'm going to just minimize this just a little bit. So I'm going to bring this to where I can move it around, and I'm going to come here and just make it a little smaller. Okay, and I'm just going to put this next to my script here. So I've got my script on this side, and I've got my Spark interface on this side. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the very first slide, and I'm going to record each one of these lines one at a time until I've recorded all the audio for the entire script. Now what I did was remember, I went back to this graphic and I researched this topic. Then from that I wrote, this second line. What is a pandemic? A pandemic is an epidemic of disease that's spread across a large region, or, for instance, multiple countries, continents, or worldwide. So I did that for each one of these items until I came up with a total of 23 lines of dialogue. And each one of these, so that means I have 23 of these slides that I'm going to create. So let's create the first one, which is just the introduction. I didn't have to research the introduction. Now what you want to do is click this and hold it down and just count in your head 1001, and then start talking. And when you're done talking, don't let go. Right when you stop talking, count in your head 1001 again, and then let go. So here I'm going to do it, and I'm just going to read the script. The following video is meant to give you important information regarding the COVID-19 virus pandemic. You see how I waited a second thereafter? Now you can just play it right back and see if it sounded good. The following video is meant to give you important information regarding the COVID-19 virus pandemic. Now, the program goes ahead and adds that audio with it anyway. So now I'm going to add a new slide for number 2. And now here's number 2. Now I'm just going to read number 2. Now I'm not going to add any of the visuals to begin with. I'm just going to record just audio. So I read the second line of dialogue. And remember, I'm going to click and wait till the counter tells me 1 second, 2 seconds, and then start speaking. A pandemic is an epidemic of disease that has spread across a large region. For instance, multiple countries, continents, or even worldwide. Now notice how I didn't let go. I let it count another couple before I went to the next line. Now I'm not going to do the whole script, but I'm just going to do like 4 or 5 of these maybe. So here's the third one. So here's my third line of dialogue. Now remember, I watched this video. Okay. Now even though this is one section here, I needed more than one line to summarize what was in this video. So some of these are just a number of lines here. So here, let me just record the next line. So again, press the button, wait a couple seconds, and then start talking. All cases of COVID-19 are dangerous, and even the so-called mild cases can still cause severe symptoms. Okay, then add another one for number 4. And again, click and pause and then speak. The next level above mild is severe, and these patients need supplemental oxygen. Test it. The next level above mild is severe, and these patients need supplemental oxygen. Okay, so let's add another slide. So now we're on to number 5. I can scroll down a little bit here. And number 5, just read that line. Now, I remember this is all from a summary of the video I watched. Critical level patients require a respirator, and many suffer lung and multi-organ failure, sometimes resulting in death. And check it. Critical level patients require a respirator, and many suffer lung and multi-organ failure, sometimes resulting in death. Okay, now you can change this music later. This is just the standard music that just comes out. So now I'm not going to do this for every line of the entire script, but you just continue doing that. And notice every time you make a point, you're going to make a new slide because there's going to be a new visual. So let's do this first one. Now I already went out on the internet and found a visual on, this happened to be a still, it could be a video, that it was appropriate to start it off with. So I'm going to go ahead and hit my photo. And then I upload the photo, so I have to go to the folder where I saved all this stuff. And I called this Coronavid-19 logo. Then that's not what it was, but that's what I called it when I saved it. So I put this in here. Okay, so that's the visual for that one. So this is the visual that starts the production. Okay, then the second one, I go up here, and I know what I'm going to put in here, so I went for a photo here also. And this was about a pandemic. So this was this one, and I have numbered them before, so I know which slide they match up with. So this is that one. Okay, so this is the one where I've got the gentleman with the thermometer. And as you find these images and videos, number them so they match up with the number of your slide, so it's easy for you to figure out what you're doing. And then here is the woman on oxygen. Okay, and that's just a still. Now here is how you deal with a video. I used a little piece of video for this one. So I'm going to put up, now I downloaded this video. The instructions are written in, and you go to YouTube video downloader.xyz and you download the video. Now the entire video launches in here. So when you open it, it wants to know what part of it that you're going to use. So the first thing you want to do is click on this so it aligns to the narration. That means it sets an in and out point. Okay. That is the length of your voiceover. So this is the length of your voiceover. Then what you want to do is drag through this until you see the part you want to use. And I happen to know that this is a long video, but I'm not going to use all this other stuff. I just wanted to show here where it shows how a respirator is actually installed into a person. So I just want to get past that little graphic there. And then right about here, backing it up now until it lines up just before the graphic leaves. And when the graphic goes out, I'm moving it very slowly. There's the graphic. Now that's where I want it to stop, okay? Or to start. And then where I want it to stop, it's already lined up. So all I do is hit save. And then I can play it and test it and see if it came out, the timing came out right. Then you just keep doing this. The next one, let's just do this next one. So then, well, I don't want it to go to the credits. I'm going to add another slide after this. And then I go to number 6, okay? And I did use a video for this too. It's an animation of a calendar. But you just continue doing this until you get all the way done. Now when you get done, you can go here to themes. And one of the themes that I used was called Focus. Now you can try these when you choose each one of these, you can preview by clicking here. And the following video is, now what this does is show you what the transitions are, and the focus actually does this little movement on each slide, which is kind of nice. So now once you've finished your whole video and you previewed it and you like it, then you're going to download it to your computer like this. And it takes a while depending on how long it is. Mine ended up being just less than 5 minutes, like 4 minutes and 23 seconds. And once it renders out, it will be available to download. Now this is happening fairly quickly because I've only got 5 or 6 slides here, but you'll probably have something like 20 something slides. And then you're gonna, you download it to your computer as an MP4, and then you upload it to YouTube, and then you're gonna put it on your major projects page as feature story major project. Okay, now this is almost done. So here it is. Okay, and then I'm just going to save this to my hard drive. So I'm just going to go on I have my desktop and my COVID-19 video and just save it. And that's what I'll do. Okay, so that's it.